conquest.
It's Ew6 here, and today I'm going to be continuing my Mexico conquest in 1861. Now, in the last episode, we got through most of the South. We took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities, I should probably check this. And now, all we have to do is take Richmond and this one city, and then we're good. They will fall. Then U.S. is already working on Great Britain, as I remember. And let's see, they haven't signed a peace treaty yet. Oh, yes, they have. I'll wait till the only thing that's left is the island to sign the peace treaty to make it less expensive. And Canada, I don't think has signed the peace treaty yet. No, they haven't. So Canada is going to be in open rebellion against us. I don't know if I should call it rebellion, but you know what I mean. They're going to be resisting us. And then, as you can see, Peru and France, our allies, have conquered the rest of South America, except where Spain landed, and Cuba is surprisingly still alive. So hopefully that means we can survive. Oh, and I also... Wait, how many generals do I have left? Oh, I could use another cavalry general. A siege artillery. I'm not putting... There we go, and then put my artillery general on there. And if y'all want me to do this without any generals to show that it is possible, then I will. Just comment down below and make sure to like. That's all I have to say. Now I'm gonna move these ships over here to help out France, just to speed up the process. So let's see what's gonna happen. And so there we go. I'll let them take the bait, and slowly but surely they're being surrounded. And I'm also running out of infantry units. So back to the militia spam. And then let's see, the U.S. is barely assaulting Canada anymore. Looks like they're holding defensive positions, and they've given up on conquering the South, which would mean I took the South's every city except for this one, because the U.S. had it. How is Spain doing? Yeah, they're basically exact same as the last round. So let's get the assault in, and then once this armored vehicle falls, then the rest shall fall. If I can take Richmond, it's over. They have no economy left. So if I take Richmond, the South is gonna fall, guaranteed now. But we can't get too cocky, because they still got an armored vehicle which could take... They could do a lot of damage and really hold up the process. So... And I'm not attacking any of their forts, because once I kill off their last city and take their land, then they won't have any. The forts will disappear, so I won't have to worry about them. And I should also pull my militia over here back. And the US has troops hanging out over here, which I really don't mind, but I prefer not to be there because it's just better for me, but it really don't matter. It's not like it's affecting me, just more protection on my end, so. Great Britain. The peace treaty went up in cost. That's not good. What about the native tribe? The native tribe has completely fallen, which is really good. Yeah, they have completely fallen, which is amazing. Because that's less resistance on the US's side. And it looks like France is hammering down on Spain. So if France can just get Spain down, they can start helping with the UK over here because of the naval ports they have there. So that'd be very good if they could just knock out Spain really. It'd be good for me and the US, so the UK can shift their attention to France and we can work with them. And I'm gonna start moving my troops there. And do I have any technology left? No. And the armored vehicle fell. No, I do not. I have spies. I mean, I guess the technology, but I was looking for a blast. Or break down the city, but if it works, it works. They're probably gonna put down another armored vehicle, but I think we built up our infantry enough to where we can handle it. So, and my Stonewall Jackson getting in there, so stable, so I can produce a breastplate cavalry and put my other general on there. And then I have what general left? Oh, I have no generals left. That's not very good, but it works. It really don't matter because the South already fell, so it's a matter of time and me getting my troops over to Canada before I fall. And you see that the South has practically already given up. They might barely be able to hold this city. That's really bad for me, especially because they could throw down one last unit and ruin my entire attack. Can I material per round? No. Military academy? A blast, yes. That'd be nice. And then move my naval general over here. And I also have artillery there too. And Spain is about to fall in South America, and their city is being broken down, so that's really good. And the French naval fleet is up and running, so they'll be able to run an assault, maybe even on Canada. I don't know why. Ooh, Canada and the UK are pushing into that city. It's getting dangerous. This is what I mean. They threw down a last minute coup that completely just held up my progress. And it's going to harm my infantry. So you see, the tables can turn really quick. So never get ahead, because That would just put you at a disadvantage mentally, which is never a good thing. And naval ships, Spain's naval ships. I guess I'll just use extra ships to help clear them out for France. And my general's moving in. And that city's guaranteed gonna fall because that's got a lot of HP left and it does a lot of damage. And it has a lot of defense. So, and I always want to sign the peace treaty with the UK because even for France and their naval fleet and the US, it's really hard to get people on those islands to get to the enemy islands, let alone the resistance we're gonna come across. So it'd be better if we can knock it out now rather than having to wait, but I think this is gonna fall. Yeah, it's gonna fall. Boom! The South has fallen. Now it is inevitable. Whatever they're called, the UK and Canada, their defeat is inevitable. And now I've got to move my huge militia spam all the way to Canada and or the UK. Oh, that's just a wreck of ships. Now I gotta move all my troops to the UK and Canada to open up a new front. I'm thinking about opening up over here or going directly into Detroit. And once the UK loses a city, another one, then like right here, then they're gonna lower their price for their surrender, which means it's gonna be easier to make them surrender because it's gonna go down by a couple hundred. So if we knock all of this out, it's only gonna be like 100 by the time we have to knock this city and naval ports out, which is very good. I don't know why their thing is so low, but so I'm just gonna, I really can't do much now, but my Stonewall Jackson has reached the enemies, and I'll take out this general and take out that ship. Alright, so the city's already broken down. And that's about all I can do for this turn, and I'll have to wait. Yeah, and it can go up to like 300 rounds before you lose. I think you instantly lose. I don't know, because I've never played that long. My max was 120, and that I lost. Because I was just playing defensive and letting the US do everything, which never is a good idea. And Stonewall Jackson, that gets retarded, and that's good, more damage. Now, does the US have any open cities? That's what I want to know. That'd be very useful, so I can just plant down a city and start producing troops. Because it's a lot further from my home than it is to theirs. So it's going to be harder for me to get my troops through. But I'm sure my Stonewall Jackson will be able to help me get the city. And this artillery general is practically useless now because he won't even be able to get to his target fast enough. So he might get halfway through the United States by the time we get to Canada and the US. I mean, Great Britain. But ooh, that's very nice. Very nice. Now, next turn, if the US doesn't finish them off and they have no troops left, or my Stonewall Jackson can finish them all, then bada bing bada boom. I could sign the Spanish, or I can't even sign the Great Britain and Canada. They're just... Wait, is that... Peru! Peru has taken Spain's main city. Now the only one they have left is in America, South America, which is really good, because it looks like it's about to go next turn. So they'll be knocked out, and now the US is actually putting pretty big push through the center city of, and the side city of what's left of Great Britain. And Canada, they practically stayed the same, but 2 cities might fall, so they're gonna get pushed back too. And boom, almost done. And that's not good for me. The US is gonna take the city now. Well, it is what it is. Man, that sucks. Because if I had that city, it would provide me a great strategical advantage. Because I could just produce troops on that side, which make fighting that front a lot easier, but it won't matter. It's only just going to take longer. Whoa, that was a huge maneuver for my artillery general. Well, only better for me. And my artillery already went down, my naval artillery, so I think if I have enough money, I'm not going to sign the peace treaty for Great Britain. I'm going to sign it for Canada when they offer it, because I have a lot of money and a lot of resources to expend. Canada's just... And those syrup lovers, they're gonna fight to the end, huh? Well, I don't know what to do now. I'm practically just moving my troops in to help the US, but other than that, I got nothing left to do. So, mostly, for the rest of the war, we can just sit back and wait. Ooh, a new peace treaty. Canada, finally. Perhaps we can remain neutral and stop fighting. You know what? We're only at 18 minutes into the video. Nah, we're gonna continue fighting. So, at least until we knock out the UK. So, I'm gonna... Wait, the UK isn't available to... Oh, well. That's their problem now. Because my troops are already moving in for the hugest fight. And my general is already in the city. So, both of them are actually. My artillery general is moving a lot faster than I thought he was. And he's doing a lot of damage to that city, so I might actually be able to take that city from him. for myself, which is really good. No anyone for peace treaty, so I would give money to my allies, but they really don't need it. Nobody needs it actually, because you know what? I'm just gonna give it to the United States. 1,500. There you go. Go nuts. And that city's mine. I now own a chunk of Canada. I don't know why I wanted that, but hey. A chunk of Canada is a chunk of Canada. Well, I'm running low on infantry. No, I'm not, but so no, they don't want to sign a peace treaty now because they took back this city. That's fine. It's not like it's gonna matter. But the armored vehicle that the U.S. is trying to use isn't really working now, is it? Canada's gonna sign a peace treaty, I can tell you that much. Well, if we let them, that is. So I'm gonna continue on with the conquest until basically Great Britain falls in Canada, and until they both fall, and then all we have to do with is the colonies. We're just gonna continue the assault, and we're not gonna sign the peace treaties. That looks very jagged. Just the borders. And my artillery general is not gonna take him out. That's surprising. Is this militia gonna take him out? No. Surprising. That's actually not surprising because militia is incredibly weak. I don't know why I got to attack again, because his ability states that you have to destroy something and you get a 50% chance or something like that to attack again. Or maybe I just haven't read up on his abilities. The US is creating a huge push. That 1,000 gold I gave them, they're really putting to use. Now can my Stonewall Jackson reach? I mean, not my Stonewall Jackson. My Stonewall Jackson isn't even over that side, so that city falls, Canada will only have one city left. And I really don't want to have to take that one because it's far away. I want to continue my assault over here in the UK. If worst comes to worst, then we could just have the UK sign a peace treaty with Canada if the US doesn't want to do anything. Great Britain doesn't want to sign the peace treaty yet, but when we take Boston back, I believe it is, they'll want to sign it. So let's just wait and follow the city. And then next turn, if they don't produce any troops, that should be mine. And I can see Canada trying to move in to take the open city. And that did absolutely nothing. My Stonewall Jackson is... Oh, there you go. UK lost Boston. Yep. Now they want to sign the peace treaty. Told you. If they lose any chunk of land, they just want to surrender. Except for that first one. Because it kind of didn't really give them much, but... You know what, my generals are here, might as well go for it. I'll go for the other city. And if I can't make it, well, boo-hoo, the peace treaty. That's really all it takes. Wait, do I have a city that can reach you with technology? Because I do, no I don't. Because my blast technology. What in the world open fire on there, infantry? Come on. I hope the US can put a quick end to them. And yes, you know what? I'm gonna sign the peace treaty for Canada. And then we're gonna also take out Great Britain. We're gonna help take out, break down the city, and we're also gonna split up our militia. And if you don't know what militia are, they're basically armies back in the olden days that were just thrown together by civilians. They're basically just civilians who volunteered and just were like, hey, we want to be put in the military. And the military professionals just threw guns at them, gave them uniforms and said, okay, go fight. That's practically what it was. So now these generals and troops over here are practically useless. So I won't be able to get them over here before the city breaks. And if I can break this, I could drop a plane and take out that infantry too. I just took out 2 birds with 1 stone. And all of Great Britain's cities are getting low on durability. And we're just heavily beaten down on them, so we should be able to take it. So I'm gonna have my Stonewall Jackson attack now, and then we took the city. Alright, good. Does this have technology? No, it doesn't. Great. Actually, just perfect. Now the US is gonna get that city, and the ball of Great Britain is in there. Yep. Yo, Peru. They came in clutch with that city. And we won. Ooh, I'm not gonna sign the peace treaty. I'm gonna give the US that land. So, you see? Wait. Oh, they don't have any troops to land on it, so why not? Rather than wait, make peace, victory. There we go. A 2-star country, Mexico, got a victory with an A rank score against the South. So, hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like I said earlier, if y'all want to see me do a let's play of this with another country or in another year, or just Mexico again with no generals, then let me know. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.